Hi, this is Cathy Zukimoto with IdeateTV, and I'm here with
Emily Carmichael.
who is a writer-director.
Yes, that is correct.
Do you like how I said it like a question? Writer-director?
Yes.
It's because she didn't write my dialogue, so I wasn't sure what I was going to say. So tell me a little bit about what projects you're working on right now.
Well, I'm one of the writers of Pacific Rim Uprising, which I have now seen 3 times. It has such great stuff in it. I'm really pumped about it. I recommend it. I can wholeheartedly recommend it as a fine cinematic experience. If you like robots punching monsters.
I like robots punching monsters. I'll totally get into that. So, how long did it take you to work on that particular project?
My period of writing was pretty short because we wanted to make the movie really fast. So I was writing like 4 and 5 pages a day. Yeah, so me and Kira Snyder and Stephen DeKnight completed a draft of the script that still had Charlie Hunnam as the star, and I was gone by the time John Boyega came on to star, so I didn't get to see a lot of my dialogue spoken in the movie, but a ton of the story structure comes from the draft that me and Kira and Stephen wrote.
What's your favorite thing to write?
Wow. A dialogue is the easiest thing for me to write, but there's an action set piece in out of it. Am I allowed to curse on your thing? I love it out of it. It's emotionally super important, so it's like that. Always what you want is like character and theme and action all coming together, and when you manage to do that, it's like you just feel omnipotent.
I've been told that when you write a piece and you see it come on screen, it's like giving birth to out of your brain. Do you feel the equivalent of that?
I feel like my role on Pacific Rim is like giving a child up for adoption to be raised by a completely different family, and then being happy and proud with how that child turned out.
Perfect. I love that. So did you want to do this ever since you were younger?
Yeah, when I was young, I would always be writing and drawing and painting, and then I started putting them together by doing cartoons, and now I put them together by directing films.
Oh, wow. Are your cartoons online somewhere? Or are you
I got to put more of them online. I had a strip called Whiz Kids.
Okay.
And I spent tons of hours of my life working on that cartoon. For a while, I had a daily cartoon in the school paper, and that was super exhausting. It was really tiring.
Because 5 pages a day, cartoon.
Right, you have to do all the drawings. You have to write the words and do the drawings. Yeah.
I think you have an in, so you might want to get your cartoons.
Yeah, I'm really psyched to write a comic, actually.
Yeah.
A couple of people have approached me about maybe writing a comic, and I just want to do that.
Yeah, you should do it, absolutely. So what would you say to people who are wanting to get into what it is that you do and want to do what you do?
Yes. One of the very wonderful things about being employed on these big studio movies now is that I have a writing period, and at a certain point the script is due, and I have to hand in the script and I have to move on. So if you are working independently, as I was for many years, my advice is try to duplicate that structure for yourself. Try to set up conditions where you have to set one thing aside, where you have a reward for setting it aside, maybe like a reading or something like that, and then set it aside and work on something new.
That is really, really good advice. Thank you so much. They're very educational for me as well. It was lovely meeting you. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much.